What's up? It's me, Shani, back with another video, and this is day 5 of Hbcu week here on my channel. Now today, I'm just going to tell you how to survive at an Hbcu. Now, we're going to get right into the video. Tip number 1, handle FAFSA early. Please, I am going to tell you, I'm like begging you guys, like, please handle FAFSA early on, like right when they tell you that you can go ahead and do your FAFSA, like early in the year. I think it's in January. I say you go ahead and do that. Do not wait until the last minute. Do not wait until almost August. Like, please do not wait. I'm trying to tell you, because I don't know what is up with like the people in the offices, but like, I'm trying to tell you, they will not answer the phone. Like, I kid you not. There are so many horror stories where, like, they have not answered their phones. Like, I remember calling them one day. Like I called up there one day, and I did not get an answer. Like, I waited on the phone for an hour. I waited on the phone. I waited on hold for an hour, and I didn't talk to anybody. I said, you know what? Like, it's gonna stress you out to the point where you're like, you know what, is this even worth it? Like, that's just how they are. And it's so bad, because if you go up there to the school, they'll do like 2 clicks and the problem is handled. And I'm like, why couldn't you just answer the phone so you could just do that and get it over with? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with them, but they will not answer their phones for nothing. And it's not just WSSU, because I've heard that for a lot of other different HBCUs, that the people with federal aid, all of that, they not gonna answer their phones. Like, I don't know what it is, but they will not answer the phones, like, at all. And like, it's so crazy. And then you go up there, they might have an attitude and stuff. It's like, you just be like, is this even really worth it anymore? Like, honestly, like, really, like, you gotta do all of that? Like, come on now. So, like, I'm just gonna tell you, please handle everything early. Everything as early as possible, because you don't want to be that one that waited until August, and then time school starts, you still don't have your money, and then your schedule gets purged, and it's like, you don't know what to do at that point. Like, so please handle FAFSA early. 2, make connections. Please, that's one of the biggest reasons why you are in college, is to make connections and network. Because when you start making connections with people, when you finally get out of school, those are the people that you can go and you can talk to, and they can put you in higher places than you probably would have ever been if you didn't meet with them, if you didn't talk to them. Like, those are the people that can give you the opportunities that you need, like internships, things like that, connecting with like celebrities and things like that, and people in the industry. Like, you really need to make connections, because that's really gonna make or break your career when you get out. Like, a lot of people who are shy, don't have any confidence, they don't want to talk to people, and they don't want to make connections, and that's really gonna hold them back, because once they get out there, it's gonna be like a whole new ball game, and they're not gonna be anywhere because they didn't make the connections while they were in school. That's why you're in school, to learn and to make connections and to network. Number 3, make a name for yourself. While you're there, you need to kind of make a name for yourself and what you do and what your passion is. And if you don't really know what your passion is at that moment, don't worry, because it will come to you. Sometimes it takes longer to come to others, but it will come to you. It's all up to your time, like when it's your time. So don't worry about if your friends are like farther ahead of you or something. It's just their time. It's not your time yet. When your time comes, then that's what will happen. But for right now, you need to be making a name for yourself for whatever you love to do, whatever's your passion, whatever your goal is in life. Make a name for yourself in that field. Get yourself out there so people can start talking to you, and also so you can start networking with other people, just like I was saying in the last tip. So yes, make a name for yourself, please. Number 4, stay on top of your grades and be organized. You are in college to get a degree. Let me tell you something else. C's get degrees, but I prefer you to get A's. And there's a lot of ways that you can go about getting A's. Like in the last video I said, going to your professor's office hours, talking to them. If you want to get a tutor, do that. There's plenty of things for you on campus. Like, there's so many opportunities for you to use on campus and for you to take advantage of. Now at Winston-Salem State University, we have this building called Hill Hall, and that's a place where you can go and you can get free tutoring, help in any class, and anything that you need. Really, they're right there for you. They're free. It's right there on campus. You don't have to go far. Like, they really had that right there for you. Like, it's right there in your hands. Like, just take advantage of that, honestly. So like I said, you're there to get your degree, so you need to stay on top of your grades. Like, you can't be like partying all night and not doing your homework, not turning in assignments. Like, come on. Like, you know, you might say, oh, this professor's tripping, she's doing too much, she wants too much out of life, all these assignments, but they're really kind of helping you, because they're teaching you, one, patience. You're gonna need a hell of a lot of patience when you're in college. And another thing, like, people in college, they deal with a lot of like mental things because of all of the stress and everything that's put on you while you're in college. A lot of people have a lot of depression and things like that, so you really need to stay not just on top of your grades, but on top of everything, on top of your life. Stay organized, stay healthy, not just physically but mentally, please. Like, you need that. And there's also, like, on campus, there's like people to talk to, like there's therapists, counselors and stuff like that. And you know, if you don't want to do that, we also, like, I know on our campus, on WSSU's campus, we have like this relaxation room. They have massages, like free massages and stuff like that. Like, if you stressed out, you better go get you a free massage or something. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, 1 is free, 2 is free, 3, did I mention it's free? Like, go ahead. Like, there's so many opportunities on campus that you can be taking advantage of, so please do that. Number 5, experience the college life. And I've already said this in one of my other videos, but please, another reason why you're there to experience the college life. Like, yeah, your main priority is to make good grades so you can get your degree, but you also need to have fun while you're there. Like, because like I was saying about the mental health, like, you know, having fun kind of, I don't want to say like it heals it, because it doesn't really, but it kind of like helps you, you know? So, like, have some fun. Like, please, you're in college. This is your time to really experience new things and have fun, because when you get out of college, it's all adulting. It's time to adult. It's time to pay bills. Even if you pay bills while you're in college, like, it's gonna be a whole new ballgame when you're out, because like, that's gonna be your life, being an adult. Like, there's no time. Like, I mean, of course adults party too, but I mean, for the most part, like, you can't be doing all of that. Like, you gotta leave that there in the college life, or in the child's life, you know what I mean? So while you're there, experience that. Like, have fun, go to all the events. Like, there's so many events on campus, especially during like the end of semester when you want to relax and everything, because exams are coming up. There's so many events that start coming, and not to mention homecoming. Have you seen my latest homecoming vlogs? You might want to go watch that. But yeah, like, experience all that. Go to all the events. Like, have fun. But time management is key when you're in college, because you may be doing so many different things. Like, I never thought I would be this busy in my life, and now I'm starting to get so busy. And me, I'm used to taking naps every day. Your girl can't nap no more. Like, it's that serious. Like, I can't even nap no more. Like, you gotta really prioritize your time, and, you know, really figure out what you need to do when you need to do it, because you can't be partying all night, staying out all night, and staying up till like 2 and 3 in the morning, but you have a 9 o'clock class in the morning. Like, that doesn't work. Like, you need to have time management. Like, you can go out. I'm not saying don't go out. You can go out, But one, let's not make it every day because you do have class. And another thing, like, make sure like it's on a day where the next day either you don't have class or you don't have an early class, because you still need to attend class. Bring your butt to class, like, for real. Like, that's what you're there for. Like, I'm not saying go every day, because there are some days where you might be struggling. You might get sick with, you know, weather changes and things like that, or for females your cycle might be on. So I get it. I definitely get it. You know, for some people it is hard to attend class every day. We all can't be like me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely just kidding. But you know, I definitely get it. So yeah, just time management. And another thing, like, when you have like class, have like a class buddy, just in case you don't attend class for whatever reason. Like I said, you could be sick or you just don't feel like it that day. Like, make sure you have someone in the class who can transfer notes and whatever you guys did in class that day, so you don't miss out on anything. And make sure you tell your professor, email them, please. And the last one, don't buy books. And yeah, I mean, you are probably gonna need books, but don't buy them. Rent them. Now, you can rent them off of Cheggs or Amazon. Those are the two cheapest sites that I found for renting your books, and renting is a lot cheaper than buying. And also, when you're doing it online, it's even more cheaper. Like, and don't buy books from your school. Just don't do it. Like your school's bookstore, never buy a book from the bookstore. Like, what? Like, are you trying to go broke? Like, they really be bugging. Like, I go in there for a book and the book is $200. Like, are you kidding me? I paid all this money for tuition and I gotta buy a $200 book I'm probably not even gonna use? No. If you need the book, rent it offline. And you need to actually wait. Don't go ahead and buy the book before you even go to your first day of class. Like, you need to go to the first week of class, because your professor will give you a syllabus. He'll basically tell you if you really need the book. Some will say it's required, but when some professors say it's required, just go to someone who had that class previously and see if they actually used the book, because 9 times out of 10 they probably didn't even use the book, but they're saying it's required. So when they're saying that and you know that they're not going to use the book, I wouldn't even bother with it, honestly. Like, if push comes to shove and you actually have to use it for something, then I would say rent it. But on the other hand, like, if they're really not going to use it that much, don't even waste your time. Like, honestly, don't waste your time at all. Yeah. And then another tip that I learned, I saw somebody do this. So like, if the book that you need is in the library, sometimes the library won't let you leave the library with the book. So what you can do is you can go to the printer, copy only the pages that you need. Like, I wouldn't suggest copying a whole book, because some libraries you have to pay for each page. I know for us I forgot how much it is, but it's a few cents for each page or whatever. So I definitely wouldn't suggest like copying the whole book, because that's just you bugging. Like, you ain't gotta do all that. But like, just copy the pages that you actually need and then just take that. I mean, there you go. You don't have to buy anything, you don't have to rent anything. So I would say do that. And I'm mad that I didn't learn that earlier. Like, I should have been doing that the whole time. Like, that would save me a lot of money, like, honestly. So yes, do that. So that is all my tips on how to survive at an HBCU. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next segment of HBCU Week on my channel. Bye.
That's female.
Hi, Tyler.